there. So I have chosen my project topics as um, to predict customer will default or not. So uh, this is basically a very common problem which banks or NBFCs are facing. So even though currently a lot of big banks and financial institutions they have implemented uh, or solved this problem in their big banks. However, there are financial institution NBFCs which are non-banking and financial institution and banks which are very small and they have presence in rural areas. They still have not implemented ML based credit decisioning. So they are still working on scrutinizing customers loan application manually. So I thought this is a very interesting problem to solve. So opportunity evaluation. So my problem statement is to predict customer will default or not, and on the basis of that approve or reject the loan application. So this is the problem. So we'll see why this is an opportunity. So this is, I think this is a very big opportunity to solve this problem, because as I mentioned, this is a very day-to-day problem for banks, how to identify riskier customer, um, and they scrutinize customers on the basis of um, some of the data like credit bureau data customers, some of the parameters like salary, dependents, whether they have ever defaulted, and many more parameters. They do this manually, and this process is a very time consuming process. Also this involve lot of manual intervention. uh, there could be a biases as well from the banks. So all these problems can be mitigated if we solve this problem using scientific or statistical way of solutioning. And secondly, if we talk about the data is easily available, so we can take any credit bureau data, uh, which provides all customers transactions or loan applied earlier, rejected earlier, and then we can also use bank's current portfolio performance data to build a model. The impact, third point, it creates a lot of positive impact. So first of all, my entire credit decisioning will be automated. Second thing, my delinquency will be reduced because it's a scientific way of identifying riskier customer, whether customer will default or not, and on that basis I can reject and approve loan. The third point is my bank business uh, will will increase because I can process credit application in small amount of time, and then I mean again, manual intervention will reduce. So these are the direct impact we can say, if we solve this problem using ML based approach. Then moving on, Chris DM business understanding, as I mentioned. So let's understand what this problem about. The problem is to predict customer will default or not and decide on the basis of that whether we should approve or reject the credit application. Target user, we are doing basically a end user who will have a bank's mobile application, and on that user will apply for a loan, and he will fill all required details: customer name, PAN number, and all details like salary, dependents, and other demographic parameter. Or customer will be a bank official. So for example, if customer is not so tech savvy or is illiterate, right? So customer then what they do, they come to bank and then they ask for help. So banking official can also use this mobile app, through which that app can hit my machine learning model, and there we can get a result. Why it matters, I already explained this. It will reduce my delinquencies, increase uh, uh, business for the bank. Entire process will be automated and eventually business will grow. uh, how it solve currently? So currently, as I mentioned, rural banks are still manually scrutinizing customers on the basis of their credit history and different customer demographic parameter. There will be a lot of biases as well, which can, um, I mean, considering all 2 3 points, banks are approving or rejecting loans. Entire current process is, let's say, manual in rural areas or for the um, small banks. How we will define success? So reduce, once we implement ML based solution, it will surely reduce delinquency because my model accuracy will be higher, uh, which will be more than 90 or 95%. Increase business for the bank or NBFC. Loan processing time will reduce. Transparency is also one of the important parameter in the loan approval process. That is also a biggest impact. The transparency will increase. Metrics, outcome metric is so the major outcome is to reduce my delinquency percentages by, so if the current delinquency percentage is 12%, then if it reduced to, let's say, 8% or 5%, it's a very big um, win for any financial institution. Output metric, so there are three output metric we can measure how our model is performing, which is accuracy, F1 score, ROC, AUC. So all three parameters I need greater than 90%. Constant, yes, I need model output immediately. That's the consent, because otherwise there is no point in waiting, um, you know, for decisioning longer. So I want model to provide me output right away, within few seconds. Identify factors. So there are multiple factors we could consider in my ML model. For example, credit bureau, customers credit score is very important factor, which tells whether how credit worthy customer is. If credit score is higher, bank can easily um, provide loan to the customer. Salary is also important parameter. Number of loans, active loans in the past applied, total current assets, which tells uh, that paying capacity of the customer, number of active loans in the past, rejected loan and the past rejected loans, number of times defaulted, bank balance, type of loans applied, how many times customer applied loans or applied loan in 3 6 12 24 months, and other geographical parameters, because they are important. If customer is living in an area which is high prone to um, any calamities, then it's little bit a riskier customer. um, these these are the few factors which could play a very important role, or which is having high impact in my model. Moving on, um, so these are the I would say solution validation plan. I think this is wrong. One second, I'll just um, so this is nothing but my solution validation plan. First of all, I, in this DM process, I will first understand current banks scenario, how they are currently scrutinizing customers. and their current loan application processing. So we'll understand the steps. Then secondly, we'll see how can we get more and more data, whether bureau's data is available, current banks data if we can get, which will have parameters like days past due, and other demographics and um, other parameters from the bank. I will take that sample by coordinating with Spock. We'll understand that data, and then we'll try uh, doing some trying some heuristics, how they are currently, which rules they're applying currently, and then thirdly we'll take an entire dump in third step, of last 1 year, or if available 2 years, and then we'll try first logistic regression problem, which will uh, give some score, um, on, and also try XGBoost. We can automatically uh, feature engineer, or feature select important parameters, and once data cleaning, data engineering, feature engineering, feature selection is done, then I'll go to modeling phase. We'll try logistic regression, XGBoost. After that, we'll try five-fold cross validation to check what is the accuracy of my model, and then we'll go to stakeholder uh, sh- and inform him what are the steps I have performed, and do course correction if there any required in stage 2, 3, 4, and 5. Will again improve on um, the processes as per the discussion with the stakeholder. And once my model started giving good accuracy, then we'll deploy a model in a containerization environment, so that I can then call that API, and can use that output in mobile app. So this is a steps I will perform in my validation plan. Thirdly, ML system design. So firstly, I will choose cloud system, uh, because prediction engine no need to install on a user's machine or mobile device. Such a very low latency, I don't. Uh, I mean, it's not required. Uh, it's okay if computation done on a data center. I can just call that API and provide the result. So no need uh, uh, my algorithm to be installed on a device, edge device. Secondly, my solution will be train always offline, because a lot of time after 15 days or 20 days I need to refresh, or in particular interval I need to refresh my model, so that I will update or refresh offline, and again whatever the weights generated, I will get those weights, and again deploy those model um, in a deployment environment. So no need for online model training. They are mostly required if I am having any recommendation system. Because I am not having any recommendation system, I will not go for online model updation. Third thing, my solution will be online prediction compared to a batch prediction, because my need is, I need instant results. If I'm applying loan, then I need instant result. If I go for a batch processing, it will take time for result to come. So I will choose for online prediction. So this is the way I'll design my ML systems. potential risks in the production. So yes, I think there are two kind of risk. So first is high chance of training serving skew, because when we will train, we will either train on available loan data or look like a model. However, whenever the model will deploy on a deployment environment, so uh, various type of users, right, will apply for data. So for example, let's say I am training model on, let's say, particular geographical data, but this model can be used by various geographical um, people. So this problem will always be there, that if I train model on a particular data set, I will always get a variety of data at the production level. The second kind of risk could be a data drift. It may appear because, see, lot of time in it, the external factors always impact. So for example, if government take any decision or demonetization decision, or any sudden credit policy change, so that will surely impact. Yeah, lockdown was also one of the uh, factor which we did see in the past, which has really impacted um, uh, the credit decisioning of multiple financial institution, because suddenly lot of people started feeling a need of credit, right? So there are a lot of external factor through which my uh, um, data proportion always get changed. So I think these are the two risks in my ML solution. So that's it. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.